Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to JJ's Chess Pots or Palace. Sorry I'm a little late today. It's kind of beyond my control, and I should have got into Discord and said something, but I've been dealing with customer service with Twitch, and I'm going to put my schedule up. For Wizardry. And multi-streaming on YouTube today at JJ Plays Wizardry. Discord is a free invite to Discord if you'd like to be on there. And I am on TikTok. I put my shorts from all three content that I do currently is chess, wizardry, and arc raiders. So I'm going to check my channel first here to make sure that the YouTube is running correctly. And it should be And thank you all for watching today. I apologize for being a little late. I've been dealing with Twitch customer service, and I actually had them solve a couple of things when I ran into problems early on last year. And with this, I was gone for 3 weeks because of emergencies. My cat got sick, and then this main sewer line broke. Hey, Gloin, how you doing? Nice to see you. Ida Poland. Afternoon on the Oregon coast here. But anyway, my cat got sick, and then I had main sewer line break, and I had to bring a hazmat company out to clean it. And they got to it last Friday. Week ago Friday, and then the plumber finally got there on Monday, and they fixed the pipe, and I now have running water and that. But it's been pretty stressful on my side for 3 weeks. I come back onto live streaming on Twitch primarily, and then on YouTube. YouTube's had no issues with any of my streams, and for some reason, when I put my clips up, and all of a sudden the thumbnails are gray. Clips still work if you click on them. And they said made 2025 years ago. And so I then looked at my dashboard on clips, and it shows that all my clips up to that point, and I was gone for 3 weeks. Nothing changed. Nothing changed on my side, anything, because, you know, I was pretty stressed about the possibility of losing my 6-year-old cat, which he fully recovered. And then the sewage all over my house and filling my bathtub and dealing with that. I was just not streaming for 3 weeks. And I come back and I look at my dashboard, and created by field is blank, and the date in the dashboard is December 31st, year one. So that's a Twitch thing. And that's the program not recognizing my channel name anymore in certain situations. Then I got my February report, which I was on in February for 3 weeks every day. And this started about the last week of February. And with that, it had 0 stats, said I wasn't on. Even my information about me being an affiliate was, it's correct that I'm still an affiliate and everything, but it said that I hadn't had any days that I was on, and all my stats were gone, everything, in the February review, except for my most popular live streams. And there were 5 of them that I put up, I believe 4 or 5. They were there. So this could be also affecting my viewer count, because if it doesn't recognize my channel name, and I've had where I will look at the viewer count while I'm talking to you guys, and especially with chess, I get 15 people on average just staying there the whole time during those arenas for 2 hours. And then I come back and look at the stats, and it said I had 0.07, and 63 minutes watched or whatever. And so anyway, I've been in correspondence, and I talked first with the helpline. Talked to a lady, she said bring in, show the pictures, which I did, of the interface. It's really obvious. I mean, the field's gone. It's not recognizing my name anymore in certain parts of Twitch. And they come back, lady asked me to send, she sent the information to my email to send to her directly. I sent it, and I was a little late. I had to go to the restroom, and I went and got the pictures, and I took the screenshots, and I had to write it out and send it. So it took me about a half hour to get back to her. And then I got a generic customer service with probably not the same person, who had no idea and said, well, VODs are deleted, blah, blah, blah. And they gave me this cookie cutter response. Like they didn't even look at the pictures. I mean, you'd see something's wrong in the pictures saying that they were made 2,025 years ago, right? So I resent it. I resent more pictures. I showed specifically, and they said that to click on my VODs for 7 days or 14 days, whatever the toggles were, they were all clicked on. So I had to show that interface. So I just got at 10:15 this morning, when I woke up at 11, I got the email, and it was the same freaking response. And then they said, well, you're running Streamlabs, so it's a third-party software. It has nothing to do with Streamlabs. It's their interface. I make the clips on their interface, and I take my video on their interface, I hit the clip button, I take it out, and it doesn't show it shows it's saved, but it doesn't show the little window that comes up, and it doesn't save my name anymore, the channel name, to the clips. So the clips all work, and they're brand new. Like, my last video streamed last night, I've got a clip up already. And it says made 2,025 years ago. Well, if somebody's perusing my channel and looking at those clips, they're all gray, the thumbnails. So why click on them, right? You can't see what they're about. So I had to write a long thing. It took me about 45 minutes to an hour. I was trying to really be respectful and not say what I'm really thinking is that customer service has no freaking idea. And it was almost like I was dealing with special ed. I hate to say that, and I don't mean to be offensive. It just, they didn't even look at the pictures. There's no doubt in my mind they didn't even look at them. And because anybody with any common sense would look at that and show the pictures, and made 2,025 years ago, that ain't right, right? Something's wrong with that, and that's great. And then think that I deleted them, and that's why they're up there? I mean, that just doesn't make sense. And then when I showed the dashboard, the field's gone. The field that says created by, it shows the other videos that worked before this, shows JJ's Chef Sponsor Palace, and then it shows the actual date. Well, because the field's blank, it gives a generic fucking date of December 31st, year one. And then with my February stats, that's a concern because that affects not only my affiliate status, but it also affects, it possibly affects my viewing status and the viewers. So that's a concern. So I tried not to be critical, and so I had to re-look at it, make sure my spelling errors, because I type fast and I make spelling errors. I had to go back through it. And I capped certain things, and it wasn't like people capping for yelling. It was like, are not deleted. You know, things like that to highlight. And if they're sending me a cookie cutter response, and they're not even looking at the problem. And that I asked if they would send it to a programmer, because a programmer would know. I mean, I have some programming experience, not a lot, but I do. And it obviously feels blank, which is causing it, because anybody that makes a clip has their channel name there. So it is creating this date of December 31st, year one as the default, which makes the clips not show the thumbnails because it was made 2,025 years ago. And it's obviously on Twitch, right? Because I use the Twitch interface. So with that, I dealt with that this morning. And then my friend came over, Regina, and she came over. I don't get to see her, but maybe once a week. And we had a really good talk, and so that's why I'm late. And between those two things, I did want to get on today for a couple hours and run Wizardry. And I'm really concerned that, for all I know, I may have been, you know, somebody may have got into my account on Twitch. Not my account, but screwed around. And because I was only gone for 3 weeks, I mean, to have that come up is really, really, really bizarre. And there's probably no reason for it. And it's got to be on their end. There's no way it could be outside. I mean, you know, for me, and really concerned about it because customer service is giving me run around with cookie cutter answers and not looking at the actual problem. And anybody that has common sense would look at those pictures and say, there's something wrong here. It says the clip's gray. It may be. It may be. If it is, then I'm screwed. But the lady I talked to in chat, it was automated and then brought somebody in, and that person said, I will send you your email. You send it on this, and it shows the account, you know, the service ticket. And we'll respond to it. And but when it came back the first time, it wasn't her anymore. It was, ship might have changed for all I know, right? And she asked me to send those pictures. So, I mean, it's, and then they give you a help fucking link, and I'm like, they're thinking that I'm deleting my VODs, and then there's After Effects on my Twitch page, and it's not the case. They're brand new clips. I just made one yesterday, and you can see when they changed. And then you go to the dashboard and look at the clips, and it says created by nothing. The field's gone. And then you see the ones that are working correctly have JJ's Chess Pots Palace on it, so you know. And I make those clips on Twitch. So I take the video, I go to my videos, and then I hit the clip button. And then it goes right to their Twitch interface, and I edit the clip for a minute, and I make it, and I put the title in, and then I save it. And that's not recognizing that it's JJ's Chess Pots Palace. So obviously, because it shows when the clips are made. But it all says that it was 2025 years ago. So what that does, and then with the February update, all my stats are wiped. Obviously, there's a problem, and something happened while I was offline for 3 weeks, and something changed on the Twitch side, not anybody else's side, but Twitch. And so I'm getting these automated, stupid cookie cutter responses to a real problem. And if anybody went to my Twitch site using a computer, they would see that my thumbnails are gray. And what's really weird is on my phone, I go to my phone and I do those clips, and they show the thumbnail. Doesn't have them made in 2025 years ago on my phone, but not on my computer. And so it's a real concern. I don't know if it's going to get fixed, and I do think it's affecting my viewers. Hi, Reckless, how you doing? So I could have had somebody, I don't know, while I was offline. There were 10 people, but it was a really good one. We had 2 live streamers, Rebel Games, and Bozo Chess, which is Elias, and a USCF expert over the board from Tigard, Oregon, that runs the Tigard, Oregon Club, Midtown Chess Club in Tigard, which is near Portland, Oregon. And Alan has supported my channel since I met him in June 2024. So, and then there were some really good players in there, and it was definitely a great arena, even though we had 10. And me being back for 3 weeks, a lot of people don't know that I'm back with the arena. So, and I still had a .07 average when I was looking, and there were 10 to 15 people in viewing for the whole thing. And so what's this causing is it's really, really concerning. And so I sent the thing again with that header, and, I tried to be respectful. I didn't say what I thought, which was, this is really crazy that they're not even looking to, they asked for the freaking pictures, and they're not even looking to, and they're not even going to my channel to look, right? Well, you would, because if you're 10 people, you had a chance. There were 3 people that didn't score any points. So, what was concerning? I just talked about it, but somehow Twitch is now not recognizing my name, JJ's Chess Pots Palace, when I do clips off of their own interface. And in my dashboard, created by is wiped completely. And my February review had no stats whatsoever, said I didn't even come on. But it then showed my top 4 or 5 live streams. And all 8 pages were completely no stats. And which also would be affecting my viewer count. So I think I was targeted while I was offline. I think it's pretty obvious. And so this is my 3rd attempt of trying to get them to look and send it to a programmer to look to fix the problem. And all my new clips on computer, not on phone, but on computer, say made 2,025 years ago. They had a gray thumbnail, and the clips work. And they keep coming back and saying, well, your VODs are deleted after 30 days, and you know, and that I deleted the videos. And no, they're working. And so, and what's even weird is I take those clips on my phone and I hit them, and then I record them and I put them to YouTube in shorts. So they're all in shorts on my YouTube channels: JJ Plays Wizardry, JJ Plays Arc Raiders, JJ Plays Chess. So it's, yeah. So, yeah, they keep coming back with thinking that I deleted. You know, they didn't even look at the pictures. They didn't even look at them. I mean, did not look at them, obviously. Anybody with common sense, especially the 2 that show the dashboard itself, I mean, the pictures that show made 2,025 years ago, it's right under my main picture on my main page. Looks like you have to sue. Yeah. Well, if it's causing me to lose viewership and destroying my channel, that's not really fair, right? And if somebody did that on purpose while I was gone, that's disgusting. Who would fucking do that? So, I mean, it's, I already am a small streamer. Why would you target me? I don't get a lot of viewers anyway. You know, I was lucky to make 3 to 5. I was up to 6 when all this stuff started happening. But what, and Gloin was right. I think that, you know, with, it's probably automated and they don't even fucking look at it. But the thing was, the lady did contact me and sent me the information to contact her with the pictures. I sent it back, and then I get, you know, this cookie cutter thing, and it's like they didn't even read the freaking thing or look at the 3 pictures. I mean, it's self-explanatory. You look at the picture, and it, right on my main page, and I'm taking a picture right here. I took a camera picture, my main page, and it says, and the thumbnail's gray. It's not there. Made 2,025 years ago. You click it and it works, and the clip shows. But these are new clips. These aren't deleted clips. This isn't deleted shit. And they keep sending me this cookie cutter response. And I'm like, are you even fucking looking at the pictures? And when you go to the dashboard, it's obvious. And I have some computer programming experience, and the field, and you see where the ones that work have my JJ Chess Butcher Palace created by and the correct date. And then it goes, there's blank all the way up, all these new clips that I put up. And December 31st, year 1. So that date is based on the name, so they don't have a name, so it's a generic freaking created number default. And that's why that's happening. But then when the February review came in with 0 stats, And I'm like, okay, that's a problem because of it. 2,025 years ago. Let's look at it. Let's go. What the hell? Let's take time.
Safe travels.
Let me show you guys. I mean, it's disgusting. I was so mad when I got that second response today, and I was really, really holding myself back, and I was respectful. I really was. But I'm just beside myself. Because what that's doing, that could be going to my viewer count that they're receiving, and my averages, and my stats are all gone. And I mean, I'm really upset. And I'm not a big streamer, so who the fuck cares, right? And that's really pissing me off. Because everybody should be at least treated equal. And when they ask for the pictures, and I send them, and then I get...
That's me.
Sorry, hold on. Hey, hold on. Ah, fuck, it's not going to show my main page. It's not going to show my main page. All right, so anyway, it usually will have my picture, right? Usually have my picture and then it'll have the clips underneath. And all the new clips have a little gray thumbnail, like the thumbnail's not made. And it says in the bottom, made 2,025 years ago. Now, we go to clips for content. I just lost viewers. Let's go to content. This will show it. And we'll go to clips. What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with that picture? Do you see it now? Clip creator. Look at all these great clips. December 31st, year one. Do you see that? December 31st, year one. Great clip, no thumbnail. But if you click the thumbnail, it works. But clip creator, all of a sudden it's blank. All the way up, and these are brand new clips. All the way up, they're blank. So what the program is to create the date, they look at the creator and look at the date that it was created from that creator using that calendar. So this is a default response for an error in the blank clip. See? And I can't show my main page because I'm actually live. So with that, if you go to my main page, you got my video. And then you've got the clips underneath, 5 newest clips. They all look like this, but in the bottom right corner of each one, right here in each clip, bottom right corner, it said made 2,025 years ago. And then you get a review every month. And my February review said I had 0 stats. There's 8 pages of it. I looked at every page, there was nothing. And I was on for 3 weeks before I had the emergency with my kitty and the main sewer pipe broke in my house and went down to the access. So I had 3 weeks every day. It said I had 0 stats. And then it stated and showed my 5 most popular live streams or 4 most popular live streams on the last page of February, and it showed them. I have no violation. Let's see, where would that be? Copyright claims. No claims on my account, and I've been May 22nd, 2024. Yeah. And I'm a small streamer. Now, if this was freaking Peanut or Gotham Chess, you think this has been handled already? And the responses are just really, really cookie cutter responses. I mean, I was pretty upset. I'm really surprised. So yeah. So I'm stuck in limbo right now. And if those are gone and the stats are gone, that means that they're probably not getting correct viewership on my live streams. And even if it's a 5-person difference, I mean, I think I had 60 or 80 last night, or 60 that watched. I had like a fucking 2 average, and I was watching as I was talking and doing the play-by-play. I mean, I had 10 solid viewers the whole fucking time. And so I was like, what the hell? So when I was gone, you know, it could be a glitch on their side. They could have had an update or something. Well, I wrote them again. If I get a cookie cutter response again, I'm going to be really upset. There's no way to get a hold of anybody. So I may be screwed. I mean, and this could be affecting, you know, my Twitch live streams, which really suck because I've, you know, really had fun with being on Twitch, and I really like Twitch, and I keep getting a stupid response, and I mean, I don't know. I was just.
Good day, adventurer.
I don't know if, you know, somebody screwed with my channel while I was gone. You know, ha ha ha, I'll make a joke. His clips are made 2,025 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Well, hit me with a wipe out of my channel name on stats, you know. I don't know. But the lady knew the problem. I explained the problem to her, and she asked me, she emailed me and had me send the pictures to her. When I sent them, it took me a half hour to get it done. I'm old. How you doing, Eisenbauer? How are you? How's it going? Yeah, we got a Twitch streamer before I was born. And doesn't it seem like a freaking prank to you? Nice. We have a lot of Indian players that are chess players that watch my arenas. Tonight will be at 6:30 for the chess arena. And good to hear, Eisenbauer. Yeah, I know. 2025 is the actual number. 2025 years. My clip last night says that. Actually, all the clips this week say that. Yeah. Oh, no worries. We're just talking about an issue I'm having with Twitch right now currently. And they gave me 2 cookie cutter responses after I talked to a lady that knew what I was talking about. And then she just said, give me the pictures, you know, they'll handle it. And maybe by the time I got those back 30 minutes later and sent it to them, that they had shift change. And it went to somebody else who just did an automatic, oh, he's deleting his VODs. No, they work. They're brand new. Those clips have great thumbnails, and if you click them, you can see the clip. But the problem is somebody going to my page and seeing that there's a great thumbnail and it says made 2025 years ago, they're not going to click it, right? So that's a problem. The February update with no stats, that's a problem. And the actual clip dashboard saying created by is blank, which is giving a date of December 31st, year one. That's a problem, and it could be affecting my stats and my view stats. And so this has been going on since I came back this week, and my kitty almost died, 6 years old, 2 weeks. That's why I took off 2 weeks, and then the very next day, my toilet filled with shit, and my toilet and my tub filled with shit and overflowed. And unbeknownst to me, when I got a plumber there, it took 6 freaking calls to plumbers, 5 of them wouldn't respond. They went into the access, and the whole freaking sewer pipe main line broke it under the house in the access room under the house. Down. Gallons and gallons of freaking sewage. So it was gone for 3 weeks. Yes, I do. Isabella, I was a 1648 USCF player in high school. My highest rating was 1864. And that was back in 1973 and 74. I was the number 1 board in 11 high school team league of 5 versus 5, so I played all the number 1s. I was the second ranked number 1 board in Spokane, Washington, and Washington State in 1974. I am not a speed chess player. I never played it. In fact, the first one I played in a tournament, just my club told me to take one for the team because I won 3 of the tournaments they had, monthly tournaments, and took second in the other one. And then they said, hey, take one for the team and play 10-minute rapid. And even though I'm on chess.com, I don't really put any effort into my ratings, and they're horrible in speed chess. And I'm way better face-to-face. In fact, I rarely lose unless it's an expert or a title player. I beat Class A, I beat Class B in this area. And face-to-face, I rarely lose. I play on Monday nights at 6:30 p.m. PST. And I take puzzles for the first half hour to an hour. And then I play challenges. Yeah, it kind of looks like a prank gone wrong, to me. But it's on their end, and obviously when you go into the dashboard and the created by is wiped completely out, it's not there. It's going to do a default to the date, and it says December 31st, year one. What? Anyway, that's a programming issue, and then my February stats came back with zeros, but my live stream was there, so that's an issue. That's a huge issue. So anyway, I just got my second response to them. I had the initial, please send these, take photos and please send them to us. I did, but the 2 responses was from a generic customer service instead of the lady I talked to, which means that it might have been a shift change. And by the time she got that email, she didn't see it. She knew what the issue was. I told her. So I'm dealing with somebody else who didn't even look at the pictures. I mean, anybody with common sense would have saw those glaring errors. And that's what's upsetting. And it could be affecting my viewing stats that they're getting now. So hopefully we'll get it fixed. If I get another cookie cutter response saying deleted VODs, which are not deleted, they're brand freaking new clips, and they're active, and all you got to do is click on the clip and you can see it works. But the thumbnail says in little white letters right at the bottom, made 2,025 years ago. How did that freaking happen? That's got to be, anyway, I'll be okay. I'm going to scratch my head here for about an hour. But I was really upset. I was like, oh boy. So we'll get into Wizardry. And it is a Wizardry stream today. Chess Arena tonight at 6:30, Saturday Night Rapids. Play-by-play by yours truly, sports play-by-play. I do these for you. I sit out and I do play-by-play for all of you that play. I just ask for no cheating. And we do have a USCF expert that comes in, and he runs a 50-plus club here, Tigard, Oregon, near Portland. And he has tools. He can tell if you're cheating. So, not a good arena to come into. And there's a lot of people that cheat in the general populace in the arenas because they're rated. And there's a provisional bonus rating. And if they're a new player, they win one game and get 600 ELO points and be a master in one less than 5 minutes. So, with that, I'm a real stickler, and I will report people that I think are suspect. But the arenas are fun. We usually have good ones, and we had a good one last night. Low participation because I've been gone for 3 weeks. So, with real-life emergencies. So, we'll get back to Wizardry. I apologize. Took 40 minutes of your time today talking about that, but I'm very upset at customer service with how they responded. And like Glenn said, from Poland, it's probably automated, and they're not even looking at it. And it's a huge issue. So for me anyway, if my stats aren't being compiled correctly, then all my viewer stats are getting screwed too. And that's not cool. Yes, Izumbeta. How are you? This is a Wizardry stream today. I do chess at night. No problem. Glad to have you. Welcome aboard. I can't really check right now because I'm live streaming. Bala, nice to meet you, Bala. I hope you enjoy the Discord. Yeah, I'm very upset about Reckless. I'm very upset about that. I mean, I've already dealt with the real life stuff, and on the first, the hazmat team will come back and do a full cleaning of everything. They had to clean the area so the plumber could get to the pipe, and it was an all-day job, and they were in hazmat suits. I'm JJ. JJ's Chess Potter Palace on Twitch, and JJ Plays Chess on YouTube. JJ Plays Wizardry on YouTube. JJ Plays Arc Raiders on YouTube. And JJ's Chess Potter Palace, Potzer, P-A-T-Z-E-R. JJ's Chess Potter Palace, one word on Twitch, also one word on TikTok. Everybody calls me JJ. I've had that name since junior high, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty furious. I really had to go over what I wrote and rewrite certain areas, so that's why I was late today, and I apologize. Because that was a clown show. I can't believe, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind they didn't look at the pictures. No doubt. Because not only does it say straight up made 2,025 years ago, and they're active clips because they're brand new. And then in the dashboard, if you go down, and there's two pictures that show it, that the clips that are working and have thumbnails have JJ's Chess Pots and Palace and then the correct date. And all these grade ones have the JJ's Chess Pots and Palace is not there, field is not recognized, and then the date is December 31st, year one, instead of 2026. And that is because of the default, the field is not there, so it doesn't recognize the name and what the date was based on the calendar. So, I mean, it's obvious a computer glitch. And then with the February update, having no stats whatsoever. But then the last page shows that I have the 4 top or 5 top live streams that show that I was on. And I was on for 3 weeks before all this. You know, my cat got sick and then the sewage pipe broke. And so I've already been under stress, and I come back to this, and it almost looks like somebody pulled a prank. You know, because when you go to the main page on computer, it has a gray thumbnail, and if you click it, it'll actually show that it'll work. And I've actually even taken those clips by phone and record the clips, and I record the shorts to YouTube. You know, Arc Raiders goes to JJ Plays Arc Raiders, Wizardry goes to JJ Plays Wizardry, and then Chess goes to JJ Plays Chess. Those thumbnails are active. I mean, the actual clips themselves are active, but the thumbnail is gray. And it says made 2,025 years ago, which just kind of seems like a prank, right? The U.S., Oregon coast. Yeah, I dealt with pipe issues, and it not only flooded my bathtub, but my toilet, and then it started running onto the floor, the main floor here at my front door. Bathroom's next to the front door, and then I have a bathroom upstairs. And then it took me 6 plumbers. They finally gave me a recommendation to somebody come out. They got out there within 15 minutes. We went down the access and found that the pipe was broken, and might have been broken for months. So it was, yeah. Dude, it was shit. There were floaters, dude. It was golden brown. And it was all the way in the tub, all the way to the top, coming over. And same with the toilet, all the way. And I tried to plunge it, and it got worse. It was coming up to, yeah, it was bad. I had to take, like, every towel I had to clean the thing up. And luckily it didn't go down the vent because the vent was closed. But I had to take the vent off and wash it and clean it, and, you know. But they came in on a week ago Friday with hazmat suits. They were in the full gear with visor and the freaking air thing and all white. And they came out completely brown black. It was so good. I have total respect for those guys. Total respect. Yeah, I don't think I did. But probably the air wasn't that good for the last months, and I had no idea. If I had it happen, I wouldn't have known that the pipe had broke. They found that the carriage straps were not placed properly, and they weren't even on there. Told the damn thing up, so underweight it just broke. And that was an access room, so luckily I'm attached to another unit here, and luckily there's a cement wall between them, and it didn't seep into the other side under them, or I would have had to pay for theirs too. So about 10 grand. I was lucky and fortunate I had it. I was lucky and fortunate to have it. But yeah, it's in deep shit, so to speak. So I've been dealing with that. And then having to deal with the customer service and the cookie cutter responses that don't have any relevance to what actually is occurring. It was like they didn't even look at the pictures. So I was very upset. It's the first time I've been really upset at Twitch customer support.
Oh my.
So we'll go with Wizardry today. I'm not going to be on for very long. I'm going to be on for another hour. It's been a rough day, but I wanted to come on, let everybody know that's why I was late today, and that's what I'm dealing with. And it might be affecting my stats and everything else. And I'm getting no help from customer service. They're just giving me a generic response back. And it's not even... They're thinking that VODs are deleted after 30 days. It's not even the problem. So I'm like, I love Twitch. I've been on it since May 22nd, 2004, and it really, really bothers me that
My grand flourish. We
that
speak through dance.
my stats were all wiped. I had issues in real life that were real emergencies, and thank God my cat's okay. You know, my cat fully recovered, but he's been thrown up lately, so I might have to take him back to the vet to see what's happening there with the tummy, but he's 100%. Even me, even one viewer cost my viewership. Yeah, because you're a small streamer and it looks like they need to take your people. I mean, to a big streamer, 5 views means nothing, but it means your viewership. Well, it used to be that I was building, and then all of a sudden, there were new streamers that came in the field, and all of a sudden people went to them. And I understand why. They're not as good a chess player in real life than I am, but, and most of them are women, and so that's taken a lot. And there's no slight on them. They built their Twitch fair and square, and it's amazing. And I support those people, and I really do. And that's great for them. But all of a sudden, people started coming in my chat and telling my people to go to them. And I am a stickler about talking about cheating, and I don't like it. And a lot of people don't want to hear it. And with my arenas 3 nights a week, if I find cheaters, and we found one last night, of course, we had one last night, and Alan, he's got the tools, so he checked them. Guy's never beat anybody over 1150, and he played 2200 against the USCF expert. Most of the people that come in, I check them right away anyway. And if I'm really suspect, I don't just blindly blanket do it. But if they're cheating, they're probably scared to come in, and I guarantee that. But Reki, I think that's probably it, But from a standpoint for me, then all of a sudden this hit, and my viewer count in the last month has dropped, last couple of months. I mean, I have a 1.5 viewer count, and that just isn't, that's just crazy. I mean, I'm barely getting views now. And like today, I've got 3 viewers right now. And that average will probably be 0.02 when I get off. So, this could be the culprit that my name is not, that name is not being recognized and created by it. And so it's, you know, affecting all my stats, all my stuff. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, but it's really obviously, if you look at the dashboard, you'll see the fields blank. And that field's blank, and then the ones that worked, all worked, showed JJ's Chess Boxer Palace like it would show any content creator who created that clip on Twitch, and then the correct date, and then it goes to, on the main page, made 2,025 years ago, and on that, the created by is totally blank, and then the date is a default date from a field that should have my channel name, doesn't have it, so it goes to a default, which is December 31st, year 1. That's programming. And then my February review had no stats. It was completely wiped. So it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. And with customer service giving me cookie cutter responses, I feel like I'm being let down by customer service. It's like they didn't even look. Pretty upset about it, actually. I really, really am upset.
A hit. This will give us a bit of an edge.
And hopefully they look this time at the pictures and realize what I'm saying. And I mean, I explained it the best I could 3 times. Yeah, thank you, Rick. But it looks like maybe somebody actually went and targeted my page. Let's fuck with them, make a prank, make all his clips go that it was made in year 1 of December 31st, 2025 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of it's not right about that, but when you get to the dashboard, you see that they deleted my channel creation name, created by, for those clips. The videos work, the clips themselves work. But if you go to my channel and want to look at the clips, you can't see any, there's no thumbnail, and it says made 2025 years ago, so who's gonna fucking click on it? They're not, they're gonna go to another channel. You know? Why? I don't hurt anybody. I've been totally chill with everybody. Why would they do that? There's no reason.
Don't you know I go all out?
There's no
My
reason.
grand flourish. We speak through dance.
And anybody doing that probably is not a good person. You know, in real life. So, I mean, that's shit that I would never think of hurting anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I would never hurt another content creator, ever. I wouldn't even hurt a person that's viewing. I mean, I wouldn't. Now, the people that cheat on my chess channel, I get pissed. And I do report them. And, you know, it could be one of those guys that got their account banned, so they decided to come back. That's a possibility, and take a shot at me. And there's a couple of them, there's like 5 or 6 of them that have gotten banned, come back in 2 or 3 months later, got banned again by chess.com. Sometimes I didn't even report them a second time or third time. And they keep bouncing back in and bouncing back in. And I want to, you know, I've always said I want a fair playing field, and that's why I don't talk about position while I'm announcing the games. Yeah, could be. Could be, I don't know. But something happened while I was dealing with these emergencies for 3 weeks.
I'm blacking out.
Let's see here. Oh, I did not see him. I did not see he was hurt. I was so intent on this situation. Better get this guy out or I'm going to lose a character here. I better get him out of here. Cool graphics, man. The game's amazing.
I suppose that's passable.
Game is absolutely cool. But yeah, I'm really concerned. And if I get another generic answer back, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because there's no way to solve it unless they give it to a programmer and let it in. Look, a programmer will notice that field being blank. And a customer service person with no programming experience is not going to, I don't think is going to realize it unless they really know their shit. But I think the concern I've had, and I know I'm going on and on about it, but concern is that it's like they didn't even look at the pictures. You know, playing fair and a fair playing field for chess, I think it's really important because if you go into the rated arenas now, I mean, there's always these guys that are an hour old, they're already 2,700, 2,400. And they're like 10 minutes old. And then there are these 200 Smurfs that come in and win 26 games in a row and smoke everybody. And you know they're cheating, you know? Or, you know, they made an account, and if it's rated, they're taking mass amounts of ELO away from people. If you play, let's say you play 10 games and 5 people are cheating, yeah, they may catch 2 and you may get some points back from playing them, but you don't get the points you would have won because you would have beat them because they're cheating, right? So your ELOs just go down and down and down and down. You never really advance. Those that have been playing for a long time, they just never get out of it. And then people that exploit, they know that the provisional bonus rating, all they got to do is cheat 1 or 2 times, and they're already a master. So they do it in every time control, makes it look like they're actually legit. Then once they get up to around the 2,700 mark by doing that, then they play some real grandmasters and FIDE masters, and that's when they get caught.
The requests are this way. Oh my.
But this is a fun, unrated event that I do Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 6:30, 7 o'clock. The arena starts PST. And, you know, I want it to be fair. And last night we had somebody that came in that was obviously cheating as well. And it just sucks. It just so happens we had a USCF expert in there that I know personally. And he checked them, and he has tools to check. And so it was
I follow you, as always.
I don't know why people try to fuck with streamers. I don't know what, and I'm not even playing, so they're fucking with real players. So I just don't get it. But I guess it's the way of the world now. People don't care.
Don't you know I go all out?
So yeah, I'm kind of on my soapbox, everybody, and I apologize. I just, I'm just really upset at the responses I've gotten from customer service, and they weren't even to the problems. So I mean, it's like they didn't even freaking look. They just stamp, You're done. And not really happy about it. They kept telling me that my VODs are deleted after 30 days. And click a help link. Basically, the context. 2 paragraphs to explain that when the actual clips are brand new and they actually work if you click on it. But it says, you know, how could somebody not see that picture and say, boy, there's a problem there? It says made 2,025 years ago. I mean, how could somebody not look at that? And then look at the in-depth ones where the actual dashboard in the clips, obviously the field is for the channel name is totally wiped. But the ones that work have the channel name and have had it since May 22nd, 2024. So how could you not realize there's an issue? I mean, that's my concern is that, and then I told him about the February review and the stats are all wiped. Well, that's an issue too, because the stats are all wiped. They're not getting numbers on my viewership or anything. So that's affecting, and I don't make much. I make about $50 to $60 every 2 months. But if you're wiping out my stats, then they don't have to pay me shit, which they don't pay me shit anyway, and I'm not sponsored, so, and I probably never will be, but it's just really frustrating. So I'm just at a loss. And I mean, 2 generic statements in a row, basically it's saying the same thing and just having no fucking clue. And obviously I didn't even look at the damn thing. They just, whoever's doing it, stamp. But the first person I talked to knew what they were doing and said, hey, we need your pictures, send it to me. I did. I replied to her directly. And then there might have been a shift change because it took me 30 minutes to do so, Somebody else got it and went, oh, this ain't shit. I'm not going to take the time to look at this.
A hit.
Well, fuck. Frick me running. Sideways in a snowstorm. Holy smokes. I mean, I've seen some stuff, but I didn't expect it. It really shocked me today. Really did. The problem is that the viewer count goes down 50% when people cheat. Reckless is a streamer, by the way. Check out his content. And we're just having a discussion today on it. And with that,
Don't you know I go all out? Try to take it.
in 100 games, a USCF expert plays against a 1100 rated player. Maybe the player gets a draw, right? But in this format, especially in the rated games and players, you see a lot of players over 2,000, right? And there's been a provisional bonus. It's based on real life and USCF and FIDA, and it goes up and down. And I experienced it in high school, 73 and 74. So my highest rating was 1864 provisional, but I ended up at 1648 USCF Class B, and pretty good player back then. And so, you play your 20 or 30 games. I think it was 20 back then. And then you're non-provisional. So I was non-provisional. So in this, I'm not sure if it's 10 games or 20, but newly created accounts can go to a rated arena or a rated Swiss tournament. And in Swiss tournaments in the first round, the top half, the highest elo players play the bottom half. What do you think's going to happen? So they go to these rated games, they play a high rated elo, they cheat against them one time and they're a freaking master. Yeah, basically. I mean, don't cheat. And I won't report you. And it's only ones that I think are suspicious. And, you know, I don't blanket report everybody. Just so happened that Alan has tools and he checked the dude. Because the guy beat him. Beat him bad. I mean, bad. Played like 98%. And so he checked. And Alan runs a scholastic team and players of all ages. I think there are 50, 60 people now in Tiger. It's a big chess club there. And it's a really good one. And he's a great coach. And he's been running that for years. And people really respect him. And so he has tools to check on his own players too. Because he didn't want them representing, you know, playing in these tournaments and cheating. So, I mean, Alan's been a really good, I really appreciate his support. And he's been, ever since I met him in June of 2024, face to face, and his family's cool. His son's going to be a great one. And so it's, you know, like last night, I mean, it was too bad. There's another questionable player that I saw in that group last night, but I didn't report him. And then there's people that get banned every month that I don't report, that I don't even see it. And, you know, Hans cheated when he was young, and that's what he said, and I take him at word value. And that guy's man, he has come from the fire, and I, you know, his attitude, his arrogance a little bit. But he's a damn good chess player, man. He's proved it. So, you know, I do not think he did. I don't think he put anal beads. I don't think he cheated against Magnus. I think Magnus got beaten. It's the one game that he lost. But, granted, the guy played like 99%. And, I mean, it's a questionable thing, but it got way blown out of proportion, I think. And you do, once people cheat in games, you never trust them again. You just don't, because they're going to do it again. And they got to feed their ego. Or, you know, they just think it's a game and it doesn't matter. And so a lot of chess to a lot of people, and even arc raiders and wizardry, it matters to people. They put a lot of effort into it, and to have somebody fucking ruin it, even like Twitch, I put a lot of effort and work in. And to have this stinking error come up, and then it's not recognizing my channel name, and then dealing with customer service, which is a generic cookie cutter response, which doesn't even have any fucking way, shape, or form to what the real problem is. Just, I mean, and now I'm screwed while I wait, and my stats might be affected, everything might be affected because of this. And these guys think that I'm talking about a deleted VOD. They don't even realize it's a live, you know, clip that was, I mean, I've updated all week, and they all work. But it says made in 2025 years ago. I mean, that looks like a fucking prank to me. Some kid was able to fucking come up with that shit, you know? And delete my channel name. And then you go to the dashboard and the freaking field's blank, which gives a generic response of December 31st, year one. And then my stats came out blank. So did all my stats for viewership last month and this month get screwed? Probably. Should I be upset? I think so. It's people fuck with streamers for no reason. And they hurt people. And they don't get it. And same with the chess thing. There's so much rampant. I mean, 150,000 people get banned every month on chess.com. Every month. It's been going on for years. But they never fix the provisional bonus rating. They think it's like a face-to-face. They go with the same model that's face-to-face. And the problem is, you know, face-to-face players are legit for the most part. You don't know where this person's logging in from, and you don't know that he's made 30 accounts and done the same thing over and over. You might have caught 3. And so the provisional bonus rating is so jacked up, it's based on people coming in legit, and they're exploiting. So, you know, with an arena like mine, look how many cheaters got caught in that arena since 2024. I mean, and banned. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. And I probably only banned maybe a quarter of them. Why? What's going on? What do you mean you need to go to your Discord? Discord doesn't show my stream. I'm not live streaming from Discord. What's wrong? Did my stream get cut off? Reki, you're not going to see it from Discord. Did my stream get cut off? No, bro, I don't remember your name very well. Man, that'd be a bomb if that happened. That'd be another day that
The requests are this way. Oh my. Safe travel.
get banned because I complained about customer service. Give me generic cookie cutter responses that don't even address the issue. And I was asked to send the pictures and show them the pictures, and then they do that. And anybody with common sense looking at those pictures would realize what the problem is right away.
I follow you, as always.
I mean, really, really kind of scary. And I like Twitch. I love Twitch. I really do.
My grand flourish. We speak through dance. That's our name. Not yet.
Okay, there we go. Took a big hit there. Almost took out a Benius right off the bat.
This must be repaid.
Inconceivable.
Oh boy, gotta get that Irumus needs to put a battle griff, a slow on this vampire. It's not going to be hit. Gonna miss. Yeah. It's gonna be bad here if I don't get this out. And this is just daily. Sorry it's taking me this long to get through the dailies. I've just been flabbergasted at that this thing's like in its third day dealing with this stuff, and they haven't even looked at it. And they keep telling me, absolute. It didn't have any bearing. The answer they gave had no bearing on what the problem was. And I'll probably be upset for a couple of days over this. I mean, I'm really, really upset because it's wiping out my stats, obviously, for the February review, which probably is wiping out my stats on viewership. So hopefully it gets fixed.
Try to take it.
And I was going to go for the dragon today for the Otherworld dungeon, and I probably will force myself to do it, but it's already 3 o'clock and I've just been really late today doing it. I've got 4 days left to get there. I have finished the Red Dragon off 4 times, and I've done the 4 paths. And so, but it's 3 o'clock, and I really need to have an errand today that I've got to do. So we'll see. And my mind's pretty not in it, as you can see, Reki. Thank you for everybody that came in. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that kind of caught me in a grumpy mood, and just, I guess I'm more confused. The customer service part of it, I'm really upset. It took me about 45 minutes to an hour to write that, show all the pictures again, explain it in just easy detail so they can understand. And if they would have looked at the pictures, they would have realized right away, especially the dashboard, clip dashboard. I mean, it's so obvious what's wrong. And if I'm almost 70 years old, and I can figure it out, what the hell are they doing, you know? Yeah, I'm stressing out. Thank you, man. I'm just really, really bummed. And it's been a rough 3 weeks. Especially with the shit explosion that hit my house. I mean, that was crazy. Thank God, you know, it did go back into the tub and overflowed, and on the toilet, the plumber came out and found that the pipe was completely broken underneath and fell to the ground, and everywhere in that under access was knee deep in shit. And it, you know, it would have never been known because basically the stuff was just flown onto the floor down there. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. No, you know, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'm fine. I'm just really, really, because if my channel name has been wiped and it's not recognizing it and it's affecting stats and everything else, how long has this gone on? you know. So it's definitely a worry. And will it be rectified by customer service who's giving me cookie cutter answers that don't even apply to what the issue is? So that's, you know, do I have to stop doing Twitch because of this and try to go on Kick or something? You know what I mean? And put a lot of work into Twitch, and I really like Twitch. So I mean, it's weighing heavy right now. I saw that second answer. It was the same as the first answer. It just it was just, I mean, ridiculous. I mean, it was ridiculous. I appreciate Reki, I really do. And then once I close out here, you go to my main channel and you can just go to my channel and it'll say made 2025, made 2025 years ago. I mean, it's just fucking nuts. Like it's normal. Like it's normal. Oh boy. I don't even know what to do today. I'm just kind of just stunned here. I just wanted to check that.
Safe travels. Do come in. This room's the most popular with adventurers.
I need 160 to get my Deborah up to 20 on her weapon. Did get 52 level 60s now. I have 52 level 60s. Anybody level up?
Had a good rest? Come stay anytime. Welcome.
And this is dailies, and this is my backup characters. Trying to get Burke
Want some help?
up. I do not think that's going to make it. Yeah, it's not going to make it. Okay. Do have to do that later. You know, I think you're right. I think I'm pretty upset. I think, okay, bro, hey, I get it, bro. Just, you know, trying to help. That's it, bro. I mean, makes me upset to see a streamer about to cry. I'm not about to cry. Don't go that far. Because someone isn't doing the job right. I'm just really, really, with the two emergencies, you know, it was $10,000. And luckily I'm retired and I have that money because I sure don't make that on Twitch. And I'm lucky to make $60. And so like we talked about before, because Reckless is a streamer as well. You know, I used to have a 6 average and lately it's been going down to under 1. I think it's 1.5 now, which is crazy. And it's one of those things that if the stats have been broken because somebody, you know, pulled a prank and deleted my channel name, or if they had an update that deleted my channel name from their stats, it does affect me, you know. And that's about a half rack of pop and a couple of smokes, right? So luckily I was fortunate to be able to, you know, pay for this thing. And it's not over on the first. Once they get done, I got to get an HVAC company to come in and re-put the vent corrugated pipes that connect the vents for the heating duct because they fell and were corrupted with shit and sewage. And so the hazmat team secured those and capped them for now. And then once they get it all cleaned, they spray, they put all the whatever plastic, whatever thing they do, and completely extract all that stuff and get it all done. Then I have to have an HVAC company come in and do that. And then 2 vents to the outside are broken, so they're going to replace that too. So it's not over. So, but luckily I was fortunate to have that money, you know. I've got taxes too. I'm going to have to ask for extensions, so. Yeah, I've got 30-foot windows here, so the light's coming in my face. I'm not crying. It's sunlight. Yeah, it's bright as fuck. It's a great day outside. Probably gonna touch some grass, to tell you the truth. And I would go for the Otherworld dungeon. I still got 3 days left, and I can come in tomorrow, hopefully in a better mood. And but with that, it you know, it might change how I stream because of if they can't fix it, or they won't fix it, or they won't even look at it. Gonna have to figure out something. So I'm just disappointed. Not crying. I'm kind of laughing, and I'm kind of trying to hold back and not call them a bunch of retards. That's what I'm trying to not say they're a bunch of fucking clowns. The customer service is a joke. I'm trying not to say that because I've had pretty good interactions with them. But I'm really pissed. I really am upset. No, you don't sue anybody. You know who wins in being sued? Lawyers. And they play both sides so they get the most amount of money. You know, unless there's a really fucking blatant thing that's just so heinous. You know. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But anyway, I think I am going to call it a day today. And I apologize. I'm going to be back on at 6:30. I'll try to have a better attitude. But it's been a, you know, it's been a mind-boggling experience. And hopefully it gets fixed. And if it doesn't, I'll have to figure out something. But in my mind, I don't think that was automated. Response, especially after they asked for the pictures. But nobody looked at those pictures, there's no doubt. Because anybody with common sense would have looked and saw the discrepancies pretty blatantly. Yeah, nobody wins in a lawsuit, man. And this is peanuts. I'm a small streamer, what do they care? They'll probably take their sweet time and not even get it fixed. It'll probably be going on for a month. And it may never get fixed, which then might push me to another site. I don't know. And I put a lot of work to get 800 followers on Twitch, but if they're not showing up anymore, you know, it's, I might have to go to Kick. And I doubt, you know, I won't make, I mean, I'm a small streamer. Nobody wants to watch an old guy, especially when an old guy's bitching like I am today. So it's, you know, it's just disheartening. And then with all this real life stuff that's gone on, it's just been really, really rough. And I would think the first time I sent the pictures in that they would realize that there was a problem. and then I had to redo it again, and I even took brand new pictures so they were current, right? Then I just showed all the group of pictures again, you know, for the third time that I've dealt with it. So, yeah, help. Pretty rough. Anyway, you guys have a great one. I'm sorry I'm going to cut out today. I'm going to go touch grass, enjoy myself for a little bit, come back at 6:30. Thank you all for watching. I'm sorry I bitched today. I was very upset. It is an issue. And if you go on the computer and you go to my Twitch channel, JJ Chef Spots Palace, and you see great thumbnails with made 2025 years ago, and it's deeper than that because it goes to the dashboard for your personal dashboard, and your name channel is wiped in the created by, which means that's why the stats were zeroed. And even though that in February I streamed every day for 3 weeks, I have been streaming every day since I had that 9-week break with COVID back in September 2024. I was really sick, and that kind of knocked me out, but stopped the growth, and then it slowed down. But we'll see what happens, and hopefully tomorrow's a better day. I'm relaxed. It's not that I'm not, relaxed. I'm just really disappointed. And, I just drink Diet Pepsi. Sometimes drink Dr. Pepper. It's my two favorites. I'll have a sandwich, and I'll eat some lunch, and then hopefully be back at it tonight at 6:30. Should be fun. You too, man. Thanks for talking with me. I needed that. I really did. And it was nice to see Bala come in from India. That was really cool. That was very cool. And sorry that I was talking about this customer service issue, but it's very concerning because I am a small streamer. I can't withstand, stats being wiped, and how they couldn't realize that it was there was a problem on their end. Oh, it's somebody else that did it. Fuck me. Holy shit, I'm gonna shit myself. Anyway, you guys have a great one. I'm sorry I didn't go into the Otherworld dungeon today. I was planning on it. Just kind of took me out of my whole deal. See you at 6:30. I'll be back.